why your marketing person can't help you. So in this video, I'm going to show you why it's so difficult for most marketing experts to help you with getting more business. And if you like this type of content, make sure that you hit the like button and that you also subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, then make sure that you put that in the comment section. All right, let's jump into the presentation. So let's go through these 4 points, and they're listed in no order of significance. The first one is most of these experts are actually generalists, which means that they don't know your specific type of business, and they're not used to helping individuals like you generate business from decision makers, C-level people, attorneys, whatever it may be. But when you're dealing with a sophisticated target audience, then usually specific techniques are necessary. And even though they may or may not have helped someone generate business in the past, you will quickly realize that these individuals probably don't generate business the same way that you generate business. And if they manage to have worked with someone that has a similar business to yours, maybe quite big differences between where you are and where that other individual is in terms of their business development journey. So an example of that would be that you are compared with an individual who started their business 15 years ago. Growing your business today will likely require very different tools than someone would have used 15 years ago. And what you often will find with these individuals is that they are more focused on mindset rather than actionable steps for getting more business. So they may show you how you need to think about yourself and how you need to think about your business and how you potentially need to stay in touch with existing clients and referral parties and how you need to contact a certain amount of new potential clients and referral parties every day. And all of these things are really good activities that one should be focused on. They're not the only activities, but they're some of the activities that are really important. But what they fail to do is really map out actionable steps that you should take to be able to do this at scale. So they don't really provide you with the roadmap. And that's really what you want. You want a coherent strategy that covers all of the necessary activities that you need to implement to get more business. And then you also want to see how you can implement that strategy on a daily basis so that you get more business, but that you also get more stability and predictability in the business that you're getting. And the second point is they don't have the right background. And what do I mean by this? The easiest way of putting it is they simply haven't done what you are doing themselves. They've never been in a position where they're trying to provide sophisticated services to an advanced target audience. And if you haven't done that yourself, it is very difficult to show other people how to do that for obvious reasons. So very often, these marketing experts tend to come from a digital marketing background, from a general marketing background, a general coaching background, or some kind of PR and branding background. And even though these activities and the skill sets that they have can be useful, it's usually not what's required to be able to establish connections with decision makers and ultimately take those relationships into active business relationships, and doing so without coming across as needy or annoying. And examples of how they may approach things is that they would overly rely on the importance of your website, the importance of your social media activity, branding and profiling. Depending on your type of business, these activities may or may not be important, or in some cases, very important. So they can play a part in the overall strategy, but they will never make up the entire strategy. Number 3, they will think that branding and visibility is the only thing that matters. And this is quite common in certain segments where publishing, writing, teaching, participating in events, both on and offline, will have a significant importance, and it will also be regarded as something that is really good to focus on. And as a consequence, you will have marketing experts that will push for this. They will push for you putting a lot of emphasis on putting content out there and working on how you should position yourself. And they will tell you that that's really all that's needed. But if you asked some of these individuals' clients and basically told them, could you name a few cases where these activities have generated actual business for you, then it's going to be very difficult in the vast majority of cases, because these activities are not designed for the majority of people to generate business. They are more of a supporting effort. And that's because business decisions in this space are made based on relationships. And you do not cultivate relationships by posting heavily on social media or by speaking at different kinds of events. I'm not trivializing these activities. They are important. But again, for the vast majority of people, they're important from a supporting perspective. And where one really should put in the bulk of the effort is in the relationship building area. But this is very appealing for many because it will allow them to hide behind the keyboard. As long as they put a lot of content out there, and as long as they do speaking engagements, then that's all that's needed. And they will never have to step outside of their comfort zone and actually engage with individuals one-on-one. And the final point, these marketing experts very often don't understand how all of the dots are connected. So they will never be able to put together this green, nice looking dinosaur. They will only see the independent dots. And an example of this is that they may very well use activities that are important for you to be able to get more business, but they will do so in isolation. So they will never understand how all of these different activities fit into the greater whole, and thereby creating a holistic strategy. So an example of this could be that they want you to connect with a lot of new people on LinkedIn, but they have no understanding of how to convert these new connections into actual business relationships. So that's all that I had for you today. I hope you found this content useful. If you did, then make sure that you hit that like button and the subscribe button. And if you have any comments or questions, put those in the comment section. That's right down here. I will also share a few links with you to other free resources. Thanks very much for listening in. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.